For now, let's bring in retired NYPD Chief of Department John Chell. John, Happy New Year. Thank you so much for being here this morning with us. We just talked about this. Um, do you think that today is the start of a policing crisis in New York City? Well, today started today. Now it's real. It's not idealism now. Okay, the rubber meets the road today. After the mayor's great celebration today, the clock starts. And I could say right now, the rank and file is just going to sit back and watch to see how this plays out. If he by any chance alienates his best department, the NYPD, 24/7, 365, and his rhetoric is not on point, and his actions are not what they should be, you have 4,000 cops of all ranks that could leave. Now, some will leave naturally for retirement, some might want to stay, but if this thing goes sideways and he alienates them, it's going to be a massive problem. The NYPD came off a great year. The commission is staying. That's going to be interesting to watch. But we're teetering here. Yeah, you bring up a couple of good points here. As chief of department, John, you were in charge of staffing. Now, he has said he thinks that the NYPD at its current level of about 35,000 is enough to keep the city safe. Do you think that it's enough? And how concerned are you that police officers starting today are going to just not come back, not go to work, decide to retire early? Here's the problem. In a good note, the NYPD hired about 4,000 cops this year, the most in 40 years. The bad side, they lost about 3,200. That net 800 is probably the biggest gain in years. What we really need is about 40,000 to get this done. 35,000 is not a bad start, but I don't think we're going to get there because we can't keep up with hiring and the attrition rates. That's normal. That's been bad for the last couple of years. Now, when you add this element to it, like I just said, if the rhetoric is off and he doesn't back his cops, it is going to be a big problem because now that people will leave, who's going to want to take this job? And I'll leave you with this. The Civilian Complaint Review Board, if he gives the power to them to adjudicate punishment against the police officers, they're all going to leave. Trust me on that one. NYPD Commissioner Jessica Tisch decided to take this job. Now, she has overseen what has been a record. You have shooting incidents and victims. They're at record lows in New York City. She decided to stay for this job, which surprised many. What are you going to be looking at with this relationship? And do you think that she will stay on the job for his entire tenure in office? The entire tenure? I don't believe so. But let's see. We just don't know. But here's the issue. They're on totally different spectrums when it comes to crime fighting. She wants to put people in jail. He wants to take people out of jail. Where does that intersect? Will there be a tipping point? But like I said, we're going to see this cultivate very quickly where this is going to go in the next 3 months in terms of, like I said, Civilian Complaint Review Board, the gang database that helped those 1,000 less victims this year, funding, staffing. We're going to find out really quick how this is going to go. There have been, my last question for you, John. There have been a number of controversial appointments already to his administration, specifically in the transition. And now we have Ramzi Kassem, who's the incoming chief counsel, New York City's senior legal advisor who represented convicted al-Qaeda terrorists and who defended Columbia University activist Mahmoud Khalil. Are you concerned about that appointment? What concerns you about the city's chief legal advisor being that person? Well, they're all part of DSA. The mayor has the power now. He's got the city council that's socialist. He's a socialist. Governor Hochul is going to ride the trends to win her election. So right now, he's got a lot of power, and I think I agree. The whole world is watching here. This is going to be a trend for the next 4 years. Good, better, and different. It's in the center of the greatest city in the world, like you mentioned, the biggest city. This is going to be very interesting to watch. Retired NYPD Chief of Department John Chell. John, thanks as always for being here and Happy New Year. Happy New Year, guys. Click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You won't get it anywhere else.